Lelo bwacha bakamba mu kyalo ky'esu kya Zambia ekyaweka Njoy. Abantu bafa bakamba kule mu nfumbwe. More than 20 people balebe pati ni babiri. Bagamba. Fish to arufyanya. People have died. Mumino yabakapokola. The police killing people. Why? In the same government bagamba. Abductions have happened. Bagamba. If you're not with them, it's either you're dead or you're in prison. This government, you're going to change big man. Fish to Arfianya Pakumika office. Fish to Arfianya. Why me? Missing. Achani Rubamwaicho and Dizona. Where is why me? HH, tell us with your government, where is why me? Give us why me. Justice for why me, big man. Wachila mo HH. Wala tupwisha venga kutupwisha bagamba. Tatwale kya kulanda big man. Youth. Maana watata. Sabia tuwasevana. Bagamba. Wanesa tuwapweni. Mujala jesu. Iti ya Zambia. Tuamona mwempwa. Bagamba. Tuamona mwempwa. Nama abductions bagamba. Muteko toaleta. Wadulete lama amazala mush. No you can take her. Wala ipompa tudeka. No you can take her. Apa nomba bane. Mufulo pa mufulo. Mufulo pa mufulo. Wakuvota bane. Mufulo pa mufulo. Mufulo pa mufulo. Wakufuatika. Mufulo pa mufulo. Mufulo pa mufulo. Wakufuatika fuatika. Mufulo pa mufulo. Mufulo pa mufulo. When you taya kwa fwe. Mufulo pa mufulo. Mufulo pa mufulo. Aikona man. Mufulo pa mufulo. Mufulo pa mufulo. Itaya kwa fwe. Mufulo pa mufulo. Mufulo pa mufulo. Yakuliati kwenyu. Mufulo pa mufulo. Mufulo pa mufulo. Mayona batata. Mayona batata. Bayuthi. Tentwisuli amenso. Tentwisuli amenso. Batusendela nomba batwipaila na hope Yesu. Endika chagwa lungu watubela tinani mkwatila plan B. Nomba tuwalishima plan B aba mmino ya kualesa. Bantu banga abala fa muchalo chesu cha Zambia. Nibanga abantu abala abducted muchalo chesu cha Zambia. Bambire kuli jeje banda. Nibanga abantu abala ba prison. Abena chitotela chilangwa. Wote baba prison netunguru shina shimbi na shimbi. Muli one government ya kwa HH. Abantu naba fa mweleza. Aikata nomba baikata na kuyetika chakwa lungu watukwatile plan B. Abakubo byabyo mufulo big man. Mufulo pa mufulo. Bilabine batsendela yetika chakwa lungu. Apa nomba bane. Mufulo pa mufulo. Mufulo pa mufulo. Wakuvota bane. Mufulo pa mufulo. Mufulo pa mufulo. Wakufuatika. mufulo pa mufulo, mufulo pa mufulo, bakufuatika fuatika, mufulo pa mufulo, mufulo pa mufulo, kwenyu tayakwa kwe, mufulo pa mufulo, mufulo pa mufulo, aikona man, mufulo pa mufulo, mufulo pa mufulo, itayakwa kwe, mufulo pa mufulo, mufulo pa mufulo, yakuliati kwenyu kwenyu, mufulo pa mufulo, mufulo pa mufulo. HH does not mean well for Mother Zambia. Zambia to Asebana, this is not the Mother Zambia that we were left with by our ancestors, our forefathers who fought so hard to liberate us. Dr. Kenneth Kaunda, Nalumino Mundia, Mama Julia Chikamoneka, Simon Mwansaka Pwepwe, they fought so hard to put this country on the map.
It's really, we are learning with shock that a former president in the name of Edgar Chagwalu, who terribly failed to manage the order and the welfare of this country, is busy manipulating himself to have issues of thinking he can come back to this country. Zambians are not docile. Zambians will never be taken back to areas where they cannot access freedom in the market. Zambians will not be taken back to an opportunity whereby even just boarding a bus wearing any party t-shirt was a crime. Zambians will not be taken back where meal allowances at the University of Zambia was scrapped off. Zambians will not be taken back where even just shaking a hand with someone who belongs to another political party it was a crime. Lungu must watch his steps. Yes. He must watch his steps. I think Lusaka province and other provinces, you've tolerated that idiot for so long. Bring that man to Northwestern where we practice circumcision so that we take him into circumcision. We take him into circumcision. We are not here docile. People, the civil servants, we are not working. Because under the civil service there was a serious division. Ethnicity was the code of the day. Promotion was just wanted on because you belong to a certain political party on ethnicity. Is that what Lungu thinks he can take us back to? We will circumcise him. Yes. We are appealing to government. If there is opportunity for Lungu to come to Northwestern, please do it quick. Yes. Bring him here. Yeah. Bring him here. So that we teach him a lesson. Yes. And you remember the time his mother cried when giving birth to him. Yes. We cannot be doing things like cry babies in a country. Who is Lungu? Who does he think he is? Does he want Zambia? Does he want Zambia? Please, we ask Mr. Lungu to consider himself as a statesman or face proper circumcision that he has never witnessed before. He will see us. And to the youths in Lusaka, we are appealing to you colleagues. Yes. Wake up. Wake up. If you don't have money power there, tell us we come. Yes. As a province, we are very much ready to coordinate and bring the youth there in Lusaka. So that we teach that third lesson. You cannot belong to a party of a behavior and is busy calling himself as a serpent. You can be a serpent, but there are egos in this country. We are able to grab you off from the ground and take you in the high sky. We fight from there. Lungu, wherever you are as you are watching this is Kokera Moses. I understand very well where you want to go. If you want to die from the hands of President Hakainde Hichilema, please spare Hakainde Hichilema not to kill you. Allow us to kill you. Allow us to kill you so that we slaughter you. Thank you so much, Chair.
Good day, and Monday, 6th October 2025. There's been a major development. The Director of Public Prosecutions, Gilbert Piri, has reduced the murder charge for Mwangala Zaloumis. You are aware that the Maria Zaloumis, daughter to Mwangala Zaloumis, the ECZ chairperson. I thought that we could begin to discuss the state of our judicial system using that case. That case is Maria Zaloumis, her husband, her partner, a Nigerian who was living in Botswana, and 3 workers were accused of taking the life of Enoch Simfukwe. And a video leaked out, and there was outrage. But Maria Zaloumis is not ordinary. She's been seen in pictures with the head of state. She's a daughter to someone who's holding a very key institution in our country. And that is the mother, Mwangala Zaloumis. The police began to issue statements, literally, to refuse the arrest of Maria Zaloumis. Ray Hamonga's first statement was that he judged like he was a judge. He says she was acting in self-defense. And they didn't arrest her until there was uproar in the country, until the church had to comment, other stakeholders had to comment, and called for the arrest of Maria Zaloumis. That is the time she was arrested. 1 month into the process, the Director of Public Prosecution, Gilbert Piri, has entered what you'd literally question. Usually, the issue of manslaughter is usually a determination of the court. And this matter has to first to be referred to the High Court. This is at magistrate level. Look at the odd things that has happened. The charge has been reduced in Kawe. At magistrate level, before the matter is committed to the High Court. And the DPP has reduced the charge from murder to manslaughter. Again, under our law, the DPP can do that, but usually this is left to the discretion of the court. And when you look at the evidence, in this case, the evidence appear overwhelming. Is the DPP favoring this family because of their proximity to the president? Is this a reason? And right now, I'm opening the phone lines as I discuss matters. Will not take long. I want you to begin to participate in this discussion because I think that the DPP has acted inappropriately. Someone has just sent me a message who was at Rhodes Park and says, I was in the same class with Maria Zaloumis, and our teacher at Rhodes Park was the DPP, Gilbert Piri. You expect that he will have recused himself from making such decision, especially if he has that personal relationship. I should put it very clearly that matter has just been sent to me by someone who has come inbox and says they were in the same class at Rhodes Park with Maria Zaloumis. I have not confirmed or verified, but I would like to understand if truly the DPP was also a teacher to Maria Zaloumis. That again even raises more questions. That's the purpose of today's debate. We are discussing the various cases, and what we think now is a miscarriage of justice. Joe Malanje, Minister of Foreign Affairs, is in prison. They accused him that he had transferred $11 million to Turkey and went to the presidential plane and got it. Of course, they used a lot of propaganda. What we know is the Zambian government bought a property, an embassy in Turkey, but the public media has hashed up these allegations, like Joseph Malanje, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, sent the money and collected all of it back to Zambia. Then how did they buy the building at the cost of, is it $8 million? How did they buy? So was a building donated to us. Fred Sonyamba, our Secretary to Treasury's role is to vary votes. Even in the entire evidence, if you followed it, he did nothing other than vary the votes, because the ministry was buying properties in Turkey, in Ethiopia, in the United States, across. I was an ambassador, and we were building an embassy in Ethiopia, and they had to send us money for building that embassy. The Secretary to Treasury, Fred Sonyamba, did nothing wrong other than to ensure that money was allocated to the votes for those embassies that were either buying or upgrading their embassies in Ethiopia, in the US, in I think China, in Turkey. They were buying a brand new embassy. In the UK, they were rehabilitating the old embassy. So all the Fredson did was to vary the votes, what we call varying the votes. Well, he's sitting in jail. GBM, he declared interest. He showed letters. Matters were 2014 matters. He was jailed. Lucky enough, because of his illness, he was pardoned. There is a very sad case of Nixon Chilangwa, Ronald Stotela, Kalumba Chfumbe, and their associates. Nixon Chilangwa, you remember, was our Deputy Secretary General of the party. He was Kawambwa MP. Ronald Stotela, remember, was Pambashe MP and former Minister of Infrastructure. Kalumba Chfumbe was Council Chairperson in Kawambwa. In this case, they are alleged to have, committed an act of arson and malicious damage, where they damaged a Mahindra vehicle for the UPND. Before I go into the merit of the case, and which I shouldn't, is that Nixon Chilangwa tabled a matter before the JCC, Judicial Complaints Commission, and stated that the magistrate had misconducted himself. Magistrate Martin Namushi was caught on record stating that he had been called to Lusaka, and that he had been promised that as soon as he jails Stotela and Chilangwa, that he'll be transferred and promoted. Magistrate Martin Namushi was caught on recording and other conversations. And Nixon Chilangwa took these matters to the JCC, and his lawyers applied that the magistrate Martin Namushi must recuse himself because of the evidence and the complaint they had taken to the JCC. The magistrate refused to recuse himself and proceeded to convict these people, proceeded to refuse bail for Nixon Chilangwa, Ronald Stotela, Kalumba Chfumbe, Dave Kaniki, Chabu Stotela. Magistrate Martin Namushi was immediately transferred to Luansha from Kawambwa, as exactly what the audios had stated and revealed with whoever he was discussing with his superiors in Lusaka. Martin Namushi, as we speak now, has been promoted 2 ranks ahead, exactly what Nixon Chilangwa had complained about. We have the case of Davis Chairman Brian Nyoni, recently jailed in Mongu for a case of 2015 unlawful wounding. Our Secretary General Raphael Nakachinda has been convicted on 1 count, and he has over 23 cases pending in the magistrate court. We have the issue of Chimbakambwili. Now, the case of Chimbakambwili is very, very sad. We don't tolerate tribalism. We don't tolerate hate speech. But he's not the only one. Wumba Malambo, Council Chairperson for Kafiwe, was on record. She issued statements that Tongas should not be sleeping. They should ensure that they work together to vote together to ensure that these members do not come into power. On record, she was never arrested. And she's not the only one. There have been subsequent cases. Douglas Yakarima, the Minister of Education, said that people of Luapula are Dwanzi. That's why they score, the lowest. They are mentally, he used very derogatory terms. There were attempts, the church and others called for his prosecution. No, the DPP wouldn't touch that case. Sean Tembo, my dear brother Sean Tembo, even tried a private prosecution. The DPP came and entered a nolle. Batuke Imenda, Secretary General of the UPND, said the foremost leader of the Catholic Church in Zambia, Dr. Alik Banda, he says was the Lucifer of Zambia, that he was the evil representing the church in Zambia. There was cause condemnation. Batuke Imenda was patted on the back by the president, never arrested. Sean Tembo, being proactive, immediately took the matter to court. He tried to prosecute this matter, and what did the DPP do? The DPP entered a nolle in this matter. Let me look for my phone. You should be phoning in. We are discussing the selective justice of our country, how our country is suffering this selective justice. So Chimba Kambwili was convicted of hate speech. The DPP appealed against that matter. Chimba Kambwili is lying in prison, and the state has never prosecuted other cases of hate speech. I just showed you a video of youths, non-youths led by non-person insulting the late president. Even another youth leader, he even identifies who he is insulting the late president. He's not been prosecuted for hate speech. But why me? Ethel Chisone, an American and Zambian citizen, still rotting in jail, no bail. Why me? No bail. Well, Maria Zaloumis, within 1 month, she has bail. She has posted bail. Her charge of murder has been reduced. Nemandata ila uma, nomubirita ula wola. Kwa Enoch Simfukwe. And what have they done? They've entered this lower charge and immediately given a bail. Magistrate Walusiku in Kabwe granted the bail immediately. You have the case of Kingsley Chanda, who's been jailed today. And these are the matters we are discussing today. Let me just switch on the phones and encourage you to begin to call. We are discussing the delivery of selective justice in Zambia.
It's really, we are learning with shock that a former president in the name of Edgar Chagwalu, who terribly failed to manage the order and the welfare of this country, is busy manipulating himself to have issues of thinking he can come back to this country. Zambians are not docile. Zambians will never be taken back to areas where they cannot access freedom in the market. Zambians will not be taken back to an opportunity whereby even just boarding a bus wearing any party t-shirt was a crime. Zambians will not be taken back where meal allowances at the University of Zambia was scrapped off. Zambians will not be taken back where even just shaking a hand with someone who belongs to another political party, it was a crime. Lungu must watch his steps. Yes. He must watch his steps. I think Lusaka province and other provinces, you've tolerated that idiot for so long. Bring that man to Northwestern where we practice circumcision so that we take him into circumcision. We take him into circumcision. We are not here docile. People, the civil servants, we are not working. Because under the civil service there was a serious division. Ethnicity was the code of the day. Promotion was just wanted on because you belong to a certain political party on ethnicity. Is that what Rungu thinks he can take us back to? We will circumcise him. Yes. We are appealing to government. If there is opportunity for Rungu to come to Northwestern, please do it quick. Yes. Bring him here. Yeah. Bring him here so that we teach him a lesson. Yes. And he will remember the time his mother cried when giving birth to him. Yes. We cannot be doing things like cry babies in a country. Who is Rungu? Who does he think he is? Does he want Zambia? Does he want Zambia? Please, we ask Mr. Rungu to consider himself as a statesman or face proper circumcision that he has never witnessed before. He will see us. And to the youths in Lusaka, we are appealing to you colleagues. Yes. Wake up. Wake up. If you don't have money power there, tell us, we come. Yes. As a province, we are very much ready to coordinate and bring the youth there in Lusaka, so that we teach that third lesson. You cannot belong to a party of a behavior and is busy calling himself as a serpent. You can be a serpent, but there are egos in this country. We are able to grab you off from the ground and take you in the high sky. We fight from there. Rungu, 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 wherever you are as you are watching this, this is Kokera Moses. I understand very well where you want to go. If you want to die from the hands of President Hakainde Hichilema, please spare Hakainde Hichilema not to kill you. Allow us to kill you. Allow us to kill you so that we slaughter you. Thank you so much, Chair. Okay.
He gladly identifies who he is and he challenges, after all those insults and threatening the life of a former president. The Inspector General of Police has never touched him because he didn't commit an offense. This is what we are talking about, the selective approach to the judicial system in our country. There's another matter of comparison. I'll get it. Where is this matter? First today, what happened also is the case of Kingsley Chanda. Here is a video clip.
Hey, go on.
I feel great. It has been a bad day, I'm telling you. The last 3 years have been the worst part of my life. You can imagine being accused of something you never did. I'm too emotional. Maybe let my rest. Okay, thanks.
Mr. Hakainde, how do you feel?
I feel very excited. It will be my first time to travel out the country.
I feel great. It has been a bad day, I'm telling you. The last 3 years have been the worst part of my life. You can imagine being accused of something you never did. I'm too emotional. Maybe let my rest. Okay, thanks.
Mr. Hakainde, how do you feel?
I feel very...
Hey, go on.
Yeah, thank you very much. And this video, you may not understand it. This is former economic advisor to the late president. He's being acquitted for charges. Mwangala is being acquitted for charges in the magistrate court. Let me just come back to this.
I feel great. It has been a bad day, I'm telling you. The last 3 years have been the worst part of my life. You can imagine being accused of something you never did. I'm too emotional. Maybe let my rest. Okay, thanks.
Mwangala was special advisor to the president for economics. He's celebrating with his family over the acquittal. He was charged. He was found with $200,000 cash. He had 41 million kwacha in his bank account. He has 16 properties and he had 45 vehicles. Well, the magistrate acquitted him. Hichilema'S, special advisor to the late president. And this is the video of him celebrating.
I feel great. It has been a bad day, I'm telling you. The last 3 years have been the worst part of my life. You can imagine being accused of something you never did. I'm too emotional. Maybe let my wife. Okay, thanks.
Mr. Hakantu, how do you feel?
I feel very excited. It will be my first time to...
Mwangala there, he was facing charges of having $200,000 cash, 41 million kwacha in his bank account, 16 properties and 45 vehicles, and he was acquitted by the Lusaka magistrate. Today, the matter we are discussing is selective justice. There is our dear sister Maria Zaloumis with her mother Mwangala Zaloumis with President Hakainde Hichilema at State House. And there is Maria Zaloumis with President Hakainde Hichilema in a selfie. And the DPP today says he's reduced the case. He didn't even bother. Within 1 month, she's out on bail. Bail which has been denied to Nixon Chilangwa, to Chitotela, to Bowman Lusambo, to Malanji, to Waimi, to Ethel. There, it's been granted within a period of 1 month. And we're asking the DPP. And the DPP must answer that question. My line is now open. And let's discuss.
Controversy surrounds the alleged death of Francis Kapwepwe, popularly known as Waimi, a prominent Zambian blogger. Reports emerged online on June 9, 2025, claiming Waimi allegedly died in police custody after being allegedly abducted by security personnel from Lusaka Police Headquarters from Harare, Zimbabwe. According to allegations by some sources, he was brutally tortured and kept at a safe house in Lusaka. Despite these allegations, the Zambia Police Service has maintained that they do not have Waimi in custody and they are unaware of his whereabouts.
No, I think we stand as what Mr. Mwanga said. Remember, there was a press call to Mr. Mwanga, and we stand where it is, that we don't have him in custody.
In a statement, police spokesperson Reha Monga denied reports of Waimi's arrest, stating that he was not aware of the blogger's alleged detention. However, fresh allegations have emerged that Waimi might have succumbed to his injuries and died early today. This has sparked concerns about a potential cover-up by the state. Zimbabwe has also reportedly complained about the manner in which Waimi, a Zambian national resident in Harare, was allegedly abducted by Zambia security forces without following international or diplomatic law. The Zambia police have been challenged to produce Waimi, whom they allegedly abducted from Harare, and provide clarity on the circumstances surrounding his alleged death. Daisy Mulenga, reporting for Crown TV News in Lusaka.
Thank you very much, callers. You can now, the line is open. You can contribute. We've been discussing the case of selective justice in Zambia, where law enforcement agencies have been weaponized against citizens, against critics of the critics of President Hakainde Hichilema, and supporters of UPND are let scot-free. And today, that's what we are discussing. If you have any contribution, the line is open. Maria Zaloumis, who's the daughter to the ECZ chairperson, has been released today with a partner and 3 workers. They were charged with murder of Enoch Simfukwe. Here is Enoch Simfukwe's burial just last month.
Basi munataka umoya wa inu Amalia. Amalia imwe. Mwana wanga ino. Mwana wanga ino imwe. Ina iwa ino. Yakula ifa ya ino imwe.
It's really, we are learning with shock that a former president in the name of Edgar Chagwalu, who terribly failed to manage the order and the welfare of this country, is busy manipulating himself to have issues of thinking he can come back to this country. Zambians are not docile. Zambians will never be taken back to areas where they cannot access freedom in the market. Zambians will not be taken back to an opportunity whereby even just boarding a bus wearing any party t-shirt was a crime. Zambians will not be taken back where meal allowances at the University of Zambia was scrapped off. Zambians will not be taken back where even just shaking a hand with someone who belongs to another political party, it was a crime. Lungu must watch his steps. Yes. He must watch his steps. I think Lusaka province and other provinces, you've tolerated that idiot for so long. Bring that man to Northwestern where we practice circumcision so that we take him into circumcision. We take him into circumcision. We are not here docile. People, the civil servants, we are not working. Because under the civil service there was a serious division. Ethnicity was not the code of the day. Promotion was just wanted on because you belong to a certain political party on ethnicity. Is that what Rungu thinks he can take us back to? We will circumcise him. Yes. We are appealing to government. If there is opportunity for Rungu to come to Northwestern, please do it quick. Yes. Bring him here. Yeah. Bring him here. So that we teach him a lesson. Yes. And he will remember the time his mother cried when giving birth to him. Yes. We cannot be doing things like cry babies in a country. Who is Rungu? Who does he think he is? Does he want Zambia? Does he want Zambia? Please, we ask Mr. Rungu to consider himself as a statesman or face proper circumcision that he has never witnessed before. He will see us. And to the youths in Lusaka, we are appealing to you colleagues. Yes. Wake up. Wake up. If you don't have money power there, tell us, we come. Yes. As a province, we are very much ready to coordinate and bring the youth there in Lusaka. So that we teach that thug a lesson. You cannot belong to a party of a behavior and is busy calling himself as a serpent. You can be a serpent, but there are egos in this country. We are able to grab you off from the ground and take you in the high sky. We fight from there. Rungu, wherever you are as you are watching this is Kokera Moses. I understand very well where you want to go. If you want to die from the hands of President Hakainde Hichilema, please spare Hakainde Hichilema not to kill you. Allow us to kill you. Allow us to kill you so that we slaughter you. Thank you so much, Chair.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much. The lines is open. Let me just say the line already because I'm told I gave a wrong line on my write-up, but the correct line that you should call is the one that's scrolling there. Just a minute. The correct line that you should call us on. Just a minute, I give it to you because I'm told that one I gave is not going through. Maybe I missed a number. So the correct line is 097, 0973 078082. 0973 078082. I've got our first caller. First caller, please make your contribution. Tell us your name and give us your contributions. Hello.
Honorable Ambassador Mwamba, good evening. I'm Don Oscar.
Yes, Father Oscar Mwansapombo from Italy. Don Oscar, make your contribution, sir.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I just, we were failing to contribute to the number I think you gave to the viewers, and I don't know what happened. So, but thank you very much that I've managed to call. Good evening, and good evening to all the viewers who are listening. I have called basing on I think the outcome of the issue of Madame Maria Zaloumis. I have to make a premise by Emmanuel Mwamba. You see, in 2021, we advocated very, very seriously and very loudly on the cadreism.
I've lost a father. I hope we are. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
John Mabukono ambassador who didn't have a father then.
Oh, Naimo from Italy. Yes, Italians today have started. Yes, sir.
Yes, I heard there was an attack on Father Pombo, you know?
Yes, I saw it from UPND media director, and I think other bloggers, their supporters also attacked Father Donosco.
Yes, and people were also calling him one of our favorite political clowns in Zambia, Tayari Kunaniabo, because he was tagging Pombo. So I was trying to defend Father Pombo. Then there was a lady who was calling, but they took the accuse of being PF and that to Arisa Zambia, Chirilo, because of Katuishwai. So it means any dissenting view or anyone who has a different opinion from the ruling party, Niba PF. It seems vengeance by some committee fix ambassador. But PF government it's to fix you by PF in one way or another instead of fixing the economy, the country, in a unit in Asia shall. That's why that's why Father Pombo, I used to tell him, it's just coming. And I was trying to tell the people, Father Pombo, for example, he really campaigned so hard for the ruling party, but he's been disappointed. All on his financial selective justice, like you were talking about, Ambassador. Nimwebo PF. Mwariba ni target in every aspect. Now, if we are politically affiliated, really, we appreciate as leaders and we respect. When we go in and we try to act in a certain way, we are being accused of a lot of things in social media. So, it's still coming. I hope abantu bakaba protected, because no matter how much we talk about even justice system, let's say the judiciary, Council John Sangwa, it seems the power has been concentrated into the executive and there's no separation of powers, because it seems vengeance have to be fixed. So, affiliated to other political parties. If you have a dissenting view or a different view, or you don't support the ruling party, mostly know PF, obsession with the PF. This is why you can see they are leaders of men, or they are called to lead people. Because what a vengeance towards the people who are under your leadership, even if they have dissenting views. Hello, in our responsibility is to protect our people, the Zambians who live here in Italy, including Donosca. Father Pombo also helps a lot of people, and is under our association. So if I got or is calling in here or any other blogs or whatever, tag trying to tarnish his name, but a delinquent, we're coming to protect Although Father Pombo na got a difference in political opinion, especially from 2021, he was supporting the UPND. Ina was neutral. I wasn't supporting the PF or the UPND, but I was really skeptical of the UPND. But he's still under our association of which I lead. It doesn't matter. He has a dissenting view on any other issue. First of all, he's Zambian, just like any other Zambian. And it doesn't matter who these arbitrarily things. We don't choose tribe, we don't choose race, place, your posture, your stature. These are things we don't choose. And anyone who is a leader knows these things. You can't segregate or be selective or discriminatory over things that people don't choose. And basics, ambassador, they teach you these things when you are young. To respect people, not to laugh at people. We don't laugh at that. We don't laugh at that because they don't choose that. Bushmen, those things. Or if you my tribes those things we don't, nobody chooses. You can't sideline a person because of these things. But it seems our mouths and our hearts are disconnected from each other. So in conclusion, Ambassador Mushpefi, Mweba PF, Mwadiba target in every way. The system yonse na bantu baretina no kuba professional. I think bakapokola in Zambia, the police have issued what they are supposed to do, but they are scared because they have to fall in line. Kuchta fall in line, kutantam with the wishes of the executive. If we get to Alandako, if you never to start accused of this, because we love our nation.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Mowa. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Good evening, Wamamba. Zephania, I'm calling from Lusaka, Zambia.
Yes.
Selective justice Wamamba, Yambo Kupesha Zambia. Nshishibe ba executive waba ba traffic officer nga ba 2.8 million bali bavotere ati bakese mukukaka abantu cause inshito bavotere yakwisa wamya kino kyalo ekyo bakitere promise ati bakesa wamya Zambia not kuikata abantu nga mwamone fe bale ikata abantu target ni patriotic front. That's why na patriotic front tabalifo kuibwesha kubene barefu mpaka fye bonse ule moneka kufina kwata potential inshafire akakwa but echo mfine na koselesha kwa Mazambians banandi yakutira ati tien tulembeshe ubwingi ngatwalembesha ukuyirubula mu 2026 nifwe bene abena Zambia bali no nchitatwalalira but tien twikatishanye tusange leader ukesa tulubula ukesa chinja kino kyalo because twale munati ababa nensu baisa bakesa wamye kyalo but instead ya kuwamye kyalo they are busy arresting people instead of building constructing ichalo chiwame abantu baliranda tawe. We live in Zambia where there is milk and honey. Today nama prisons alachepa. Look at iriashi yabulanda sana ba Kings Richanda umuntu wa bombere ichalo alisa bombe ichalo n'abashitabarishita develop n'endalama esho Kings Richanda chitire collect bali kisanga but bamukaka so nga mwamona futi nga twalanda ko yalamuleka kwa Kilimbini tribe ine chire mpapsha ndemo na tribe cousins ifwe tuli muchibe kozi ba brulu bandi bonse ababemba balekakwa nomba tukalaseka na manani ichimbuya imbina ifwe bene bakatukaka na ine tuleshita chimbuya nomba kuma mwembeshi no. But otherwise, Zambians, let's stand together. We must make sure that it come 2026, we must vote out President HH and the UPND. They don't mean well for this country. Look at how Zambians were suffering. We are unbearable road shedding. Unga fuel persona isho tatakuli mba filling station mamambakulu. Fuel takuli, but they are busy arresting people instead of making things that the warfare logistics and the supply chain fuel so that abantu lekwata fuel na idula tamuli nomba tukala shan develop this country. They have just concentrated that vamole efyo chalo aba baleka kafyo abantu anyway 2026 reisa bonse tientu ikachanye ekyo twalalombako pakusondolera ndelomba va PF la mitemi kuinga valida besu ikachanyeni iseri mukasumbule Zambia. As long as you keep on fighting, Zambians and you and PF members will continue going to jail.
Thank you very much.
There's this unity, then this is the end. We must forget about it because 2026 ngawa wina chikawa west lesami pale. Thank you.
Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Hello, Ambassador Mwamba and John Oscar. I'm calling Leslie.
Yes, sorry, you got cut. Thank you.
Yes, I don't know whether I'm now audible. I don't know because the line is quite bad.
No, you are very clear.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I was calling because of the argument itself, selective injustice, which is very, very, very vital and very serious indeed. Allow me, Ambassador Mwamba, to just go a little bit behind. In 2021, I remember very well when we were on the TV Bakwai with the last Monsha, Chipako Parko Norman, Linda Banks, Chirufia Patrick, and many other, Professor Kasonso, and many other extinct guests indeed, and Zambians and patriotic Zambians. I remember very much when we condemned the violences which were going on with, I remember at Kulima Tower, at Intercity, there were people called like Commander 1 or Commander 2 and other things. And all those violations, I remember also Kadimansh is one of the people who was also arrested and he was put in cells. We condemned the violence, we condemned the abuse of authority, we condemned the abuse of women. And so I remember as vividly this experience. Now we come to what has happened recently. The case of Madam Maria Zaloumis, it's, I think, on national interest. And we are not saying that we hate. I don't hate anybody. But we have to speak out for justice. If I personally was found in such type of a case, I would love that the course of law, they take its course and I am prosecuted until proven innocent or until proven guilty. Innocent until proven guilty. I would love that the course of law takes its course, as I know the Zambian courts, the police, they are so professional in our country. That one we know very well. What has happened indeed is it's very sad. On my part, it's very sad. Why I'm saying it's very sad because we have very few people, and again can give you some examples. People have just stolen some, I don't know, a millimil, and some of them they have lost their lives. Recently, 3 of them were gunned down because of smuggling millimil and trying to smuggle millimil in another country. We have young people who have been jailed for just maybe stealing tomatoes and stealing just a pack of, I don't know, sugar. We have incidences where some people are in the prison, as we are saying today, because they have been found guilty of stealing cattle or stealing goats. Now, this is a serious case. It's a very serious case. not only we are doing presumptions here, but it was on video. It was on video. For the sake of justice, this is so heartbroken. For the sake of justice, it was on video. That young boy, all of us we saw, he was pleading for help. Please, untied me just too much. Please, I don't know. Please help me. We here, we everyone. And I'm sure even my friends, some of my friends also in the UPND, you gentlemen, you've seen all these things. We have seen it, all of us. We love our country. And that's why we are saying, why can't there be a just application of the laws? If Chivokolo insults, he's taken to the courts of law. If Waimi insults, he's taken to the courts of law. If Batukemenda insults a bishop, is taken to the courts of law. If any other person insults, is taken before the courts of law. If the President ECL is the courts of law, they said pay in curiam. They use the law. Pay in curiam. Edgar Chagwalungu was judged as he was not eligible. He could not stand. He was not eligible to stand. They used the law which was called a Roman law, which is called pay in curiam. This is my word now to our colleagues, those who are governing us at the moment. Our dear sister Zaloumis risks to face per incuriam judgment in the near future. We don't know who is going to rule the country after President Hakainde Hichilema. But our colleagues, my brothers and friends, my colleagues, my compatriots, this history we are making is coming before us. We don't know when, whether it's 2026, 31, or in the near future. We don't know, but I have this, looking at what has happened, what is going to happen to our sister is paying curiam.
Thank you, Father.
We might judge our sister in the same way.
Thank you, Father. Thank you. Hello, caller, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Thank you very much. Uncle Jay here, Ambassador.
Uncle Jay, kindly make your contributions.
Thank you very much. It's so sad that our country is where it is today. This is something that we never envisioned to be happening. There is selective justice. UPND government is actually applying, their justice system in two ways. I'm going to mention these things, and I'm not afraid because it's a problem. And as long as we do not confront it, we'll never get away from it. Number one, they're using tribal. If you've seen, I'm speaking on the case of Bachanda right now. He's gone to jail. We have other people that were acquitted of over 70 because of the tribe. Secondly, if you are affiliated in any way to Patriotic Front, just know that when you go before the courts of law, there shall never be justice for you. Now, when President Hakainde Hichilema became a president, he must understand that he became a president of Zambia, not UPND. And presidency should never be used to fix others. Presidency must be used to govern a nation, meaning all the Zambians, all of us, are his children, and he must look at us from that perspective. Even when it comes to the application of the law, it should be applied to all as Zambians, not based on a tribe, based on a political affiliation. He is a president of Zambia, where different political parties exist. Patriotic Front is part of, Zambia. They are in Zambia. The people that are in PF are in Zambia. But he's targeting all those people that were associated. What kind of hatred is this against Israel? This is evil. Zaloumis murdered somebody, for God's sake. There is no way that you will give bail when the others have gone in for 25 years. Why? Because they are affiliated to Patriotic Front. This is evil and it must be stopped. If this is not stopped, what is coming in the near future will be terrible. It will be terrible for these people. I thank you, Ambassador.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, please call. We have many cases that are very suspiciously handled. The case of the gold scandal, where an expensive plane, $50 million worth of the plane, was released even after forfeiture. And all those that were connected to the matter, all those named in the case, Jim Belem, Patrick Kawanu, Mulungu, Diangamo, the Egyptians, were all released. A very, very clear international case. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Mwamba. My name is Chairperson, calling you from Kabwe, Central Province, an advocate for industrialization and national development.
Thank you.
Good evening to all the listeners worldwide. Ambassador Mwamba, I want to give a brief background of how I think justice was done in the Patriotic Front way back in 2016. Just after those elections, we saw that I'll cite one case where one of our supporters, Fabian Mutale, popularly known as Satawan, went to prison because of abduction. That was in PF. A PF member was jailed for 2.5 years for just committing that offense. Now, today we have seen people that have been abducted and issues have just gone so slow and so sour to an extent where the police have not even gone further to investigate these allegations. I'll cite one example. JJ Banda was abducted, names are known, and people are still moving the corridors of power and very much scot-free. Now, coming to the current issue, where the Z farmer and that young man who died, I think it is not right for the DPP to begin with to drop those charges from murder to manslaughter. I feel as an advocate that the prisons only be for the poor. As the disadvantaged in society will be the only people abakulaha kufifungo, while abakwatenda lamavena, they are scotch-free and they will continue drinking coffee, while tuliomulopa wa uliomwaiche ulelila mushiri. Kanabesa, but all of us, regardless of who we are in society, we must be equal before the law. What was wrong with the police, the arresting officers, to charge those accused with a murder case? And today we have heard that murder case has been dropped into manslaughter, and the people that actually took a life without them being permitted by the person that are killed, today they will be moving in the streets of Zambia happily, whilst that family has lost. My earnest appeal to the Republican President, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, you are the president who so solemnly, Your Excellency, to defend the Constitution of Zambia and to defend the Zambian people. We as the Zambians, especially for what twatenda lama, twakulaikala, mubulanda, kabirino no mwenso, because we know that nanguwa wina, wakwate chuma, aptitikisha, Icharo Chesu, the justice system cannot stand with you because you do not have the monies, you do not have anything that you can present or the names that you can be called upon. But one thing that I know, God is watching, and the God of Abraham, Isaac, is still the God of Zambia. The same God that made Frederick Jacob Titus Chiluba to declare Zambia a Christian nation shall still stand and fight for the poor in society. Bamwamba, the justice system that we have seen in the past 4 years, I think it's not fair. What makes me say so? We had the Babaman to the former president. Today is incarcerated 25 years in prison. We have seen Chitotera's issue. They are in prison. While Mota Mutachalo was attacked in Chama in the by-election in Eastern Province. His vehicle was damaged. Up to today, those that committed that crime have not been arrested in any way. So if you fungonga mwabikira ko fyomlandu wabapina, abapina ebakula vifungo, abakwa atechuma, whilst they committed that matter that went even viral. Today you've given them bails and they're out of that prison. God is watching and God shall follow you, Bapiri, GPP. God will follow you. I speak to the youths that stand up and defend that youth whose blood was cut short, whose life was cut short. Activists, let's stand and defend, especially those that cannot speak for themselves. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We have a case of Sujilite tried in camera, like the gold scandal. People have just been fined. Remember, there was Roy Mwansa, Deputy Permanent Secretary, who was arrested. There was Musonda Mtepula, who was District Commissioner. And there was the Minister of Luapula Province, Derek Chilundika. And there were trucks. There was a truck of Sujilite. And the estimate was $750 million worth of that truck. The case has ended. Where is that truck? Where is the Sujilite? Today, we are discussing the matter of selective justice. Make your call. Let's hear your views. Let's hear your contributions on this matter of selective justice. We have a lot of people, Munia Zulu, Francis Mchemwa, even the case of Francis Mchemwa at Commander 1 from, Intercity, jailed at he got money from Zesco. What about the ones who were paying him money from Zesco? Why weren't they brought before court? Why weren't they jailed? Maureen Mabonga and Munia Zulu were reacting to this video I'm playing. This video was so offensive. Munia Zulu and Maureen Mabonga reacted to that video, and they went to jail and they lost their seats. That is a matter we are discussing, the issue of selective justice. Hello, caller, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Good afternoon, Ambassador Mwamba. This is Nyagwetani. For me, what I would say is, in between Tule Kwata Kofi Nensoni, the life of the person that was killed, Silungwe, we should all lives matter. Whether I am poor, whether I have got money, we should give respect to our lives. We should also follow the right channels of the judiciary. What has happened today starts the end of the people that are in government. This one I'll just call all you Zambians. We are watching and seeing what is happening. But we've got the right to redeem ourselves. Encourage one another. Let's go out and vote. And let's give justice to the Sulungwe, to the Sufukwe family, so that our vote, when we are voting, will say, you know what, we are doing this for those people who've been brought in, who are languishing in courts because of lack of injustice. This is sad day for Zambia. Thank you, Ambassador Mwamba. God bless you.
Thank you. Please call. We have the matter of selective justice, which we are discussing today. Let's hear your voice. The Kabwe magistrate today released Maria Zaloumis with a partner, a Nigerian partner, and 3 workers, and they were given bail. The matter was reduced to from murder to manslaughter. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
This is Mkonge. Good evening, Ambassador.
Mkwaiwa Mkonge.
Ambassador from Ngalanda fe tina afe pali root cause, but ichi nsakamike sana. Chakuburo mutundu wa chivemboko ubika pali tribalism, but jini kulingana fena mutundu wa chivemba na ngoko na afyaro hao rufiengo sana. Pantu ine foto wa triba mwana ba shimaini. Ishita yakale sana ba ambassador mu mamainzu. Ngapali umutundu wa bikiri abantu pamo mutundu wa chivemba. Lero na tribalism twale amona ko banenso bambite chiturumbule sana. Ukupitana na mvu fyali baba nenso mu mamainyu. Bale sana tribalism waya bipa sana. Badi mutundu wa chivemba mutundu mwa ko bati waimini na pakati. Mpaka na fintoko twafuma nopo twafika. Nomba patufikire bambo kuboshe fintu fyakali. Na ngura ni pakupoka independence. Ambassador mwalishi wane fyali chitika. Aba fuile sana mutundu wa chivemba. Kwa abale ndara mapanga. Nama na makoti. Nangwa abantu bale nwafe chibuku ni bashimaini ishita yakali. No kwatano mutende bachibemba bo bale ipa. Bachibemba tabakwata po idea ko batiyo bane. Iseni twika tale pako batwimi nyoyo mutundu so efibale tatacho emyao. Mutundu wa chibemba tawaba mu efyao. Ile na muri bruru wanjo wa chibemba na musanga pa kampani. Ara konka ma qualification yandi ta kongia tyo pantu na fuma kasama. Nombo kwisa uro mutundu wa flexible. Over tengisha hapo ati tribalism, which is not good. Ejo ambassador mwabali po na makapali ino nshita muli mu PF eshenyu kuberenga ko kubika kwa bantu mu clear picture. If you go PF ya tura because abantu ma propaganda na apitirira sana shikule nyamali ya shakali mwaisha no kurande challenge eri okwebati wazereti bale rando okwebati how can I allow someone who kill my brother to preside over the funeral. Mwa abaya shofu bale piliwura balungu pako bati barandefyo. No ishita PF ya mboku pakaswa. Because if you fya kwate emisula, if yaralenga nomba abantu bali no bufi, pakubisa pakuteko babo mfesho bufi, again bamba ma propaganda kwati PF yali ba one side PF ya mwena Zambia oli onse bena ebaba tribalism. Ora tu ambassador mufunye list ya America yonse ama appointments of yava abali California abali Los Angeles mukai poste mairo murangi abantu efya machine yaenda muna staff country by country mubarangi na maez afu ba saving office apa ishira UPND ama appointments of yali first mwambile kuri judicial pantu bambita bayishiba mwambile kuma judges ofo bekere legislature ofo yikere pali aye na mayezi abantu bambi okora ishibe fintu village otherwise mwinaka ambassador wonfenya ma strategy aya kubika abantu pamo lekeni abantu beba mu bwafya pantu ba PF beba mu bwafya beka.
Thank you ba Mkonge. Thank you ba Mkonge.
Kuri barungu na abafwa nomba fyambo kwisa ku bantu bambi na fyafuma muri wa PF ni kunse yini practice make perfect. So abantu bafuire basarapuka wangu mubesule imwe abantu abamyumfwa bengi mwikonkerera abantu batuma platform ba propaganda mwibakonka the election bale yamu ambeni kubika abantu mwishira mubere noko twafuma noko twafika noko tulingiri okuya noko charo chichirubani na totera ba ambassador.
Thank you very much. Hello caller, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from. Mkwai.
Kanabe samulishane.
Lesale tusunga.
Kale balika Mkwai. Mwananje nalo kumfyako ni chilozi na kulasa kanye chilozi na chwemba.
Mkwai.
Shino Mkwai ndiko Western Province shino nderanga ndikunke makunuku oli benshi ndibeta kama kokwa. Mwamba na bekala chalo wonse arakwene prechitika ife indu fimwe kile tusakamika sana atwale chetekero kuchira ati utako kwa Hakainde Hichilema bukaba muri ubu musango wana chaluluti ya mishobo minaba izikwana kwa kulo zikoni inzi nibulela kuli luna ne lusinami upula yali yakuli mwendi wo Hakainde Hichilema bakaba ni saluti ya mishobo ni saluti ya ma political parties zeokona zeswali kuwezala kuzwafela kubokaunda mane kutofuta mwa UPND sorry mwa PF likazechwana ne lusali bonange zeba soli kuweza bo Hakainde Hichilema Hakainde Hichilema batamire bochitotela bakenisa kuba famila tuyabo hata yakuli mwendi Hakainde Hichilema bonto bochitotela ne bachisize mota ya UPND bochitotela bao bazolera kwa Northern Province batamire bochilangwa bao babazolera kwa Northern Province yekiniti ni bulela bonto muso wa Hakainde Hichilema utamire batu babangata babazwela mwa kwa northern part of Zambia and the eastern part of Zambia ni copper belt ni mwa copper belt baba bainzinga boma ni Lusambo. So if you village sticker when filetu sakamika ndela ndapali ni bulela kubo Mwangala Zaloumis baba likibo Electoral Commission of Zambia a chairperson mwanabona Zaloumis Maria upangire mulatu wo mutuna wakubula ya mtu swala bakenisaka connection kale kakweza kuli yale winzi affiliated kwa UPND bona zeba ezize within the month yen sabafira kuti just a month batu babanga tabayinanga aibanjuna ni mulatu wa mada batu babanga tabayinanga neke 2 years ai ni mwakuta 2 years muntu inzifira bamwisanga fira kwa kuta wabona ndi alafira kwa 10 kono bo Mwangala Zaloumis mwana yo yabizwa Maria Zaloumis zeza alieze bati zalunyembunisa zezeza ile kunto kumalia Zaloumis just within a month what DPP manyimanyi bao ni kuchincha mulatu kuuzusa mwa mada kutisa mwa manslaughter ukufumya omulandi muli mada ukuleta muli manslaughter bachimba kamwili balechula lelo kino tulelanda mulandi wanshi nabakota notumira ndutu abupuba tuya mulandi okutira ati bali kolonganika abantu kwa bulensambu lero bachishimba kamwili bale batwala na kukoti vanani vachitotela varepino kuvapera na beo vanani vayavela munia zulu yomumende uya umusepela mwandini kula ndefexinka fwevena Zambia ndemilomba ukutila tiwonze kalembesheni mumwingi bwenu abantu andikana okucheko baba Hakainde Hichilema bufufumepo enu mujoko bakakawo muno nijilendo lero hani kuno kunkema enu mujiko nja kwamba shinkoya hano enu mujiko kuno kunkema kalembeshenu babengi mufumisha wabo Hakainde Hichilema yenu bakwatu kuno kunjili kuno jili kuno kudinge kutibizeti kuno sonekesenu banu babengi musonekese banu babengi tufumise wabo Hakainde Hichilema mu 2026 lumwali sebatu babangata ukala la 13th la 13th onakweliye ya October alukangolisa babatu babangata lususe baten bo Hakainde Hichilema kakuli lunalulati salulutisa misho alulati mane lunaluahana kwa Western Province lubulala kuli saluluti ya mishobo alulati ku Western Province ndela ndio kutila akapatulula kamitundu wanu tetuleka fuaya na akapatulula kama political parties imbira ya mushi abalefuaya bayasukile.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you very much indeed. Abalefo kuyasukile imbira yobaleta ati bayasukile is expressed anger at the manner in which this matter has been handled. Many people think that the DPP has favored this family because of their proximity to the president. First, he has unilaterally reduced the charges to manslaughter. I think probably this matter should have been allowed to be committed to the High Court listed at the High Court. When the process begins, then the DPP could have made that decision or leave it to the judge. And then they've already released them on bail. These matters have angered many people. And because of the manner in which we are dealing with other cases, the other cases are being done in a selective manner. So there is no justice, because justice is defiled when you don't apply it fairly. And this appears to be the case here. We have many PF members that are in jail today. They've been denied bail. Malanji, Fred Sonyamba, Bowman Lusambo, GBM was pardoned. Nixon Chilangwa, Ronald Chitotela, Kalumba Chifumbe, David Kaniki Chabu Chitotela, sorry, I was trying to pick up a call. Davis Chaman, Chimbaka Mbwili, Maureen Mawonga, Francis Muchemwa, Munia Zulu. Hello, caller, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Hi, Brother Emmanuel. My name is Carlos.
Carlos, good evening.
I am calling you from Lusaka, Zambia.
Thank you, Carlos.
I have been a great follower of your show, Emmanuel, and I've been trying to feature on your show. At least you can give us, even us as a general public, just a chance instead of just interviewing the figures that are well known.
My dear brother, you are welcome and you have an appointment. So after this program, call me. We plan properly and you can come on the program.
I would love that. I would love that. Anyway, a quick thing, Brother Emmanuel, you are deep inside the PF and everything, and we are just the people from the outside who believe in the PF. But what is going on inside, Brother Emmanuel? The problem that we are facing now in Zambia, we need a savior. And the savior that we have is a patriotic front and the grouping that it has together. But now, as you people, the leaders, you're not getting on together. You're not moving on the same page. And what we are up against right now, this system is not playing. They're not playing with child's gloves. They are serious. They mean business. As we speak today, the PF, as the name, is gone. It belongs to Chawinga. What are we doing about this? Why are we delaying to find who can take us to the next stage? And you already have people in the system, including you yourself. You are one of the people who paid up. We have people like Brian, who we love as well. We have the actual active. There are all these guys. Why are we delaying to come up with a solution to fight this system which is there? It's very unfortunate us just watching and seeing everything is not going in our favor. And yet we are hoping that we can turn things next year. How are we going to turn things if there's no togetherness? I mean, let's try and open up and see the bigger picture. The enemy that we have in one room is that those guys who are employed, one, those guys are the guys dividing this nation. Those guys have taken away PF. This is a fact. We can't sit and just be watching an everyday court cases, going to see things which you know you won't even gain anything out of it. What we need right now is a solution as a PF. All these things we're talking about, this selective justice, it's a well-known fact. We can't keep on crying. We can't cry and cry and cry and nothing is happening, Mama. What are we doing? What are we doing? Our economy is gone. Everything is gone. Now, today, you're talking about tribal in the PF. What is tribal? And come on, let's not divide ourselves and start talking about things within our own system and bringing them to public and everything. We are weakening this party that we have been for a long time. And people now are realizing the only rescue they've had is the PF itself. But the PF, we are sleeping, to be honest. Bamamba, I know you can't do much. You are there where you are. And that's serious. I know you're missing home, but look at where you are. What are we going to do about this? We can't just keep on fighting on petty things. Let's step up and do something. And you are inside, you are part of Central Committee, even if you're far away, you are the spokesperson, you have that authority, Mr. Mwangala. What is going on with our leadership? How can we correct this? All these things these guys are doing, they'll keep on doing it. Whether we sit here and discuss justice is selective, justice is what? Yes, it is. This is the people that we're dealing with. The moment we realize that this is who we're dealing with, the moment we can get ourselves together, pack our troops together, and let's move on in the right direction, in the right path to rescue this country. Because we need a new start. We need a new change, a new breed of leaders. And we have these people in our system. We have you. We have Brian. We have them. Come on. This is what we need. Let's get together and find a solution now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow. Tell the people in the system, they need to get together. Let them bury all their differences, the bigger enemies out there, not to fight within ourselves. We can't keep on talking about our late president. He is gone. He's not coming back. He can't come and unify us. He's gone. What we need is a clear roadmap. All these things we are crying about will be a thing of the past. But otherwise, if we keep on fighting and at the same time we keep on talking about, oh, these guys are bad. These guys are bad. These guys are bad. Oh, forever and ever and ever until 2026. They've been dribbling the PF from the word go. Am I lying, Mama?
Yonala Suka, please wind up. I'll answer your issues.
Chawinga owns the PF right now. Whether we like it or not, we can smile as we want. Yes, but the structures, we have them. He owns the name. The structures, we have them. And this is where the problem is. Get down to the bottom of all this and sort out the PF and the alliance, and let's move on. Let's fight this war head on. Not this childish love and everything. We're just crying. We can't cry for too long. How long are we going to cry? And they keep on messing us up. No one is feeling sorry for you. Why should we keep on doing this? That's all I have to say, Mamamba. And I hope
thank you.
A chance.
I'll answer you. Thank you very much, my brother.
A serious discussion, because I've got so many ideas of how we can go about this.
Oh,
Thank
wonderful.
You,
thank you very much.
Hey,
make your cause. We're discussing selective justice in Zambia. The DPP has resuscitated the case of Chilufya Stotela, Mansa Member of Parliament. Remember, Stotela was acquitted in the magistrate court. He has resuscitated it, did an appeal. The matter has started in the High Court. And, this is what we are talking about, selective justice. Cases where we need the DPP to apply himself, he does not. But cases, useless cases, he is at the forefront of those cases. Today, we are discussing the case of Maria Zaloumis, daughter to Mwangala Zaloumis, who was given bail today in the magistrate court, and her case was reduced. So make your contribution as we begin to wind up.
It's really, we are learning with shock that a former president in the name of Edgar Chagwalu who terribly failed to manage the order and the welfare of this country, is busy manipulating himself to have issues of thinking he can come back to this country. Zambians are not docile. Zambians will never be taken back to areas where they cannot access freedom in the market. Zambians will not be taken back to an opportunity whereby even just boarding a bus wearing any party t-shirt was a crime. Zambians will not be taken back where meal allowances at the University of Zambia was scrapped off.
Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Let me remain anonymous, Ambassador.
Anonymous, make your contributions.
Thank you very much. Number one, the time to cry is over. PF must wake up. This is a political party that has structures all over the country, and you cannot allow someone to kick you like a ball. You know, this side, that side. And this is what UPND, PF have allowed UPND to mistreat them. This is a party that has remained intact in terms of structures after losing power. But they have allowed Hakainde Hichilema to treat them the way he's treating them. Why? Because they have failed to galvanize themselves as a political movement with the force that it has. There is no way they can allow a non-entity, Chavinga, to hold on through UPND, to hold on to their presidency, and no one is doing anything about it. This government has clearly demonstrated that it has no intentions of giving Patriotic Front justice, be it at the courts or anywhere. The judiciary is completely compromised. He has put relatives that will always rule in his favor. So this time, it is time to act. You have tried everything within your power. You've followed the rule of law. Go to the courts. You've never gotten justice. When are you going to rise up? Lubinda, we are calling on you. Act like a president of a formidable political party. You cannot sit back and watch this UPND destroy our nation like this. Where are you? Edgar Lungu died fighting for the establishment and the restoration of Patriotic Front. Why did he come back to power? He came back to power because he saw that there was nothing that was happening. If he sat back, PF was gone. He's dead now. Rise up, Nakachinda, rise up. It's too much. Everybody in Zambia is hoping. We are all blessed. We can see how the justice is working against the poor people in Zambia. Look at the cost of living. Where are we going to cry to? If you people that we are hoping for are not helping us, I'm calling specifically, but given I'm calling on you. You are the leader. Your voice is enough. You cannot allow a situation like this. A dictator is only allowed to be a dictator. But if you don't allow him, he cannot function. This is the time, and this is the time that we, as Zambians, rose up. And through you, Given Rubinda, give people the direction, not the divisions that we are seeing. Give people the direction. You've been dragging your feet in putting things in place. You are giving room for confusion. I thank you, Emmanuel Mwamba. I'm so hurt.
Thank you very much, my dear brother. That's why I let you speak, so that you can vent, chafuma kumutima. Thank you very much. I think let me just address the issue of the Patriotic Front, the issue of the Patriotic Front as challenged by you, the callers. I've got another caller. Let's see if they want to participate before I answer the case of... Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from. Yes. Good evening. Mkwai. Shimieni yo device muna umfuila po shimieni. Yes, we can hear you.
Bamwamba ine chondefo kulanda po the Law Association of Zambia. If you want safely to Zambia, I want to lay down in the Law Association of Zambia. Bantu walishuwa kwebati amafunde ya chalo Mzambia yalionaika and walikala wala ya msta represents abantu makoti. Ilo na weshuwa kwebati they cannot obtain justice. They are let down because of money. Shonse French tike fi Hichilengele. Bamwamba mulebukisha kunuma, there was an issue in Pakistan where the judicial system nearly collapsed. All the lawyers protested. They didn't go to court. They wanted to protect justice. But you look whatever is happening in Zambia, the judicial system has been damaged. It has been collapsed. You cannot obtain justice. And the lawyers, they want to represent people to where they think they go, they cannot obtain justice. I'm very disappointed with the lawyers in Zambia. They are very greedy. I thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So let me address the issue of the Patriotic Front as we begin to wind up. Currently, there is a matter before Judge Concepta Chinyanwa Zulu. She's been handling this matter. The PF filed in an application for a consent agreement. She was just supposed to approve. The matter has been sitting there since May, and just the other day, she ruled that she wants to take the matter to trial, even when the matters are clearly known. But this is because State House, President Hakainde Hichilema'S determined that he's going to destroy the PF. He has determined and decided that he's going to remove from the political scene the largest political party in the country. President Hakainde Hichilema is a president of the Patriotic Front through his surrogates, in this case, Robert Chavinga. He determines, that's why the registrar of societies can never give the PF a chance. Even when they have the constitution of the party, they know how a political party goes to elect its leadership. None of those were followed by Robert Chavinga. What you are seeing is lawlessness at the uttermost, lawlessness where the state is perpetrating to literally steal the largest opposition party in the country. My brother, I agree with you. The president of the Patriotic Front is not acting president given Luwinda. It's President Hakainde Hichilema. Very simple. And he uses Robert Chavinga. They use the registrar of societies. They use parliament, Mwangala Zaloumis, to make illegal changes at ECZ and our dear sister Nelly Muti at parliament. ECZ will not allow the PF to participate. What has occurred is not a crime against the PF. It's an assault on democracy. It's an attack on the very fundamental issues of multi-party character of our country, where you have a president who has determined that he's going to destroy democracy. He's going to destroy the largest opposition party, and he has stolen it, and he has given himself leadership of that party through the surrogate Robert Chavinga. That's a state of the party. And what do we do as a PF? Many people are saying, you've done all the press conferences you can. They are saying, you've done all the statements you can issue. You have tried, but none of this is working. Maybe it's time to raise a bar. Some are calling for countrywide demonstrations, sustained countrywide demonstrations, and they're urging, civil society, trade unions, and others to follow, because the attack on the PF is not an attack on PF or Edgar Lungu or Given Luwinda. It's an attack on democracy, and it's undermining the multi-party character of our country, a matter we had decided in 1991 that we're going to be a multi-party democracy. President Hakainde Hichilema was in opposition for 23 years, the UPND. No one chose to take or undermine the UPND. They were allowed to operate. Many years he didn't even go to conference. Government didn't come in and force him to go to conference. They never stole the party. But President Hakainde Hichilema has done the worst heinous crime against democracy. The activities he's engaged in stealing the PF. I repeat, the president of the Patriotic Front is Hakainde Hichilema through his surrogate. So I thought I could answer you. That's the enormity of the matter. That's how serious the issue is. Trying to get the PF from President Hakainde Hichilema, who has stolen it and is attempting to kill and destroy it, and he has appropriated all the powers of the Patriotic Front to himself. What we do is academic. We can't participate in by-elections. We can't do anything because he has appointed Mwangala Zaloumis, who has ensured that the PF does not participate in this election and the coming elections. And if Zambians don't see it, the PF will not be on the ballot in 2026 because that's their determination, so that President Hakainde Hichilema can have plain sailing through into his second term. Will you allow him to do that? Will you allow him to destroy democracy? Will you allow him to destroy the largest political party in the country? Will you allow him to steal the multi-party character of our country? That is the question I put to you. Let me receive the last phone calls and then we'll be closing.
Lelo bwacha bakamba mu kyalo ky'esu kya Zambia ekyaweka enjoy. Abantu baafo bakamba kule mu nfumbwe. More than 20 people balebe pati ni babiri. Bagamba. Fish to arufyanya. People have died. Mumino yabakapokola. The police killing people. Why? In the same government bagamba. Abductions have happened. Bagamba. If you're not with them, it's either you're dead or you're in prison. This government, you're going to change, big man. Fish to Arfianya Pakubika office. Fish to Arfianya. Why me? Missing. Achani Rubamwaicho and Dizona. Where is why me? HH, tell us with your government, where is why me? Give us why me. Justice for why me, big man. Wachilamo HH. Wala tupwisha bega kutupwisha bagamba. That's why they can't put on the big man. My youth, my no batata. Something to say, man. Bagamba. Vanessa to Pweni. Mujala Jetsu. It's a Zambia. Tuamona mwempwa. Tuamona mwempwa. Nama abductions bagamba. Ubuteko toaleta. Wadulete lama. Amazala mush. No you can take her. Kola ipompa today. No you can take her. Apa nomba bane. Mufulo pa mufulo. Mufulo pa mufulo. Wakuvota bane. Mufulo pa mufulo. Mufulo pa mufulo. Wakufuatika. Mufulo pa mufulo. Mufulo pa mufulo. Wakufuatika fuatika. Mufulo pa mufulo. Mufulo pa mufulo. When you die kwa fwe. Mufulo pa mufulo. Mufulo pa mufulo. Aikona man. Mufulo pa mufulo. Mufulo pa mufulo. Ida yakwa fwe. Mufulo pa mufulo. Mufulo pa mufulo. Yafuliati kwenyu. Mufulo pa mufulo. Mufulo pa mufulo. Mayona batata. Mayona batata. Bayuthi. Tentwisuli amenso. Tentwisuli amenso. Batu sendela nomba batu ipaila na hope Yesu. Endika chagwa lungu watu bela tinani kwa tila plan B. Nomba tu wadishiba plan B aba mmino ya kualesa. Bantu banga bala fa muchalo chesu cha Zambia. Nibanga. nibanga abantu abala ababducted ku kyalo kyesu kya Zambia bambire kuli jeje banda nibanga abantu abala ba prison abena kitotela kilangwa bonze baba prison n'entunguru kinashimbi muri one government yagwa HH abantu n'abafa mwereza ayigata nomba bayigata kuli Edgar Chagwa Lungu atukwatire plante abakubo byabyo mufulo big man mufulo ba mufulo birabine bazendera Edgar Chagwa Lungu abanomba bane mufulo ba mufulo bakuvota bane mufulo ba mufulo bakufuatika mufulo ba mufulo bakufuatika mufulo ba mufulo kwenyu tayakwa kwe mufulo ba mufulo aikona man mufulo ba mufulo ita yakwa kwe mufulo ba mufulo yakuliati kwenyu mufulo ba mufulo HH does not mean well for Mother Zambia. Zambia to Asebana, this is not the Mother Zambia that we were left with by our ancestors.
Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
I would rather be anonymous.
Anonymous, make your contributions.
Yeah, you see what happened to Maria Zaloumis. It's really unfortunate because there's no way a murder case can be reduced to manslaughter before they can even start their proceedings. Then the other thing is, I think Zambians, we are also, I don't know, I should call ourselves docile. We've let Hakainde Hichilema rule this country with the iron fist. And whatever, from the way, when you have just appointed Maria Zaloumis, people should have fought it back, but we let it go. Even when they are going to the elections, we know that Maria Zaloumis is not being independent. And we know that she will not be fair the way she's going to treat she will not allow HH to lose the election, even if he lost. But we're still allowing it. Is there no way that we can fight her back, even in the legal battles, even the lawyers? We've got the human rights and the other, what do you call them? Civil activists. None of them has stood up to fight the injustice that HH is doing. We all just keep on talking and nothing we're doing about it. So I think it will just be for academic to go to the election knowing very well that HH is not going to lose the power. I think that's all I need to do. I think Zambians, we need to stand up and fight for our freedom. Otherwise, talking is not going to help us.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Our caller has said we have spoken enough, and he says, what can we do? Can we do something different? Because we are allowing President Hakainde Hichilema to get away with murder in this case. You know. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Hello?
Yes, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Yes, I'd rather be anonymous.
Yes, anonymous.
Ramamba, let me use them.
Yes.
Bamwamba and those that are in exile, we are talking of Cheche. You manage to feel illegal to move out of the country. But you are failing to organize back home so that if it means to do something illegal in order to force this person.
Yes.
Yes, there's no that organization that you are supposed to do. All we know is just crying. We are crying and crying every day. It's really very bad because we don't have leaders and no one is standing up. Bible. Whatever we are doing, we are going to a hall with a Bible. What is it that you leaders you are doing? You are doing nothing. So just keep on crying. And this HH is not going to move out of power easily. Can we organize something that is going to make sure that we force him out? Because it's too much.
What should we do? Give us advice.
What we should do, we need demonstrations. We need people to rise up. We need these leaders that we have. You know, PF is not finished.
We've got structures everywhere throughout the country. Why are you not organizing through those structures so that we can't use the Bible and we can't use the courts? You know that these courts are not with us, and the courts cannot go in favor of PF. That's a lie. Why are you spending money to the lawyers? Why can't that money be channeled so that we use whatever we can use in our power to make sure that things are done right? So it starts with because you cannot be arrested. You're outside there. Make sure that we try by all means. You organize something for us. We force this person to do what is right.
Thank you, my brother. Is that all?
Yes, that's all.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, dear colleagues. Today we are hosting this program on selective justice. Just when I'm about to close, I can see there is a call. Yes, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
I'll remain anonymous.
Yes, anonymous.
I think what you can do is, all those leaders that are in PF, they are all cowards. Let's try to get John Sangwa, put him in PF, and John Sangwa is going to help PF ballot. Nangu tali ballot paper pali PF. There are other people who do not want to do anything with PF. Believe you me, if you get John Sangwan, put him as a leader, move PF, even the PND will vote much.
Hello. Oh, okay. I think it is clear this caller is asking for us to put Mr. Sangwa as leader of the Patriotic Front. Okay, thank you very much. Tomorrow we have a special guest. Look forward, is a youth and youthful leader, commentator, and we are hosting him tomorrow at 20 hours. Today we're discussing the system of selective approach to justice and justice delivery. We've demonstrated that the government of President Hakainde Hichilema has been applying the law in a very selective manner. For those that are now calling, can I just close? Okay, unless it's very important. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name. You are our last caller.
Hello?
You are our last caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Yeah, my name is Chichewe. I want to concur with the last caller. I want to concur with him that right now, in the PF, the people who are carrying the mantle of leading us to 2026 are not brave enough. We don't have a Michael Sata. We don't have people as brave as Chimba Kambui. People who could take on, who are not scared of going to jail. People are too passive. Half the time you see given Ruginda is just at funerals and funerals. We don't want people who are just going to funerals. When you must be militant. When you are trying to get pocket chalo, kuba militant. You can't be passive. Passive. The courts are going to rule like this. The courts, the courts are in their hands. The only thing, even when the civil rights movement was happening in the United States, even Martin Luther King, passive. After a while, you can't just be passive. When you're passive, then you start. You must become aggressive. You must find other ways. Even in South Africa, when the bari poko puntunga wabu kuliba muisaba apartheid. First, they were trying to negotiate. We have been trying to use all the formal channels. Oh, let's go for elections. Let's use the courts. Let's go. It is not going to happen. You're not going to.
If Hakainde Hichilema lost elections tomorrow, he will not concede. Even Mwangala will never declare, especially when she knows that if Hichilema loses, my daughter will go back to prison. She will not allow it. It can never happen. So from the onset, this is a failed state. This country is failing. We need revolutionaries. We do not need armchair leaders who are just going to sit down, have press conferences, have this and that, go attend funerals. No, we want people who say, let's go into the streets and galvanize people. We want our country back. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The caller says, we want our country back. We want to wakalisa ninji sala. Hello caller, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Let me remain anonymous.
Anonymous, make your contribution so that we can then finally close.
Yes, I think I find it that some callers will say PF is too docile, PF is too behind, that PF is too quiet. I think it's unfair because the president or the regime now into machinery. So there's no way, unless of course Trevor could shed blood like in the pre-independence style. Maybe if people are ready to lose by taking to the streets, this man is wrong. Look at those who were mining. What happened? They were shot. He doesn't care. Look at she. When it comes to taking back, suggestion is how about rebranding? Because there's no time really to start to BF away from this government. How about another name, maybe an acronym like Progressive Front? Some can put, you see, PF already has this club, grassroots and all that. And it will take little time to the people that move away and we are back. I think some put PF right on the pedestal. It's really trying to wrestle it the legal way. The man is ruthless. No, he intends to quiet PF. Really, my suggestion is that how I rest my case.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Caller, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Okay, shortly, maybe you never heard what I was saying. I called earlier, whereby I suggested to say, Mr. Ambassador Mwamba, I think this is too much. What I was trying to suggest was, we have John Sangwa in our midst now. Why don't we get John Sangwa and put him there as a president? Unlike waiting for these guys when given every time, they are not even giving direction to us. As much as we wait, UPND is advancing on a daily basis. You do this, and the reason why people are being killed almost on a daily basis is because there is no opposition. There is no opposition. SP is quiet. This Sean Tembo is quiet. UPF is quiet. So anything that Hakainde wakes up like he wants to do today, he can implement and take everyone to jail. So Sangwa is there. He's come out openly. Let's make use of that guy. Anyone can vote for that guy. Huh?
Thank you. Thank you. I think you've made your point clear. Thank you very much. Thank callers and thank you for your contributions. God bless you. We'll see you tomorrow. We will speak to you tomorrow.
So we urge our citizens that they remain calm. We can see light at the end of the tunnel, and that tunnel is now becoming shorter by the day. As we speak,
we now have unprecedented rains in the last maybe 2 decades. And with those rains, yesterday Cabinet was informed that load shedding is likely to begin to diminish by June 2025. This is because the major water catchment areas of northwestern province into the Barotse, plains, and now also the Kafue, flood plains. Water takes 3 months journey to move from Kaleni Hills, from Chavuma, into Victoria Falls, into Kariba. 3 solid months. Water moves very slowly in the plains because it's flat. This water which you see when it rains here in Lusaka, we are going for work at ZNBC. Then you find that water is running fast. It's here in Lusaka. But the water needed to change the electricity situation or the water level situation in the Kariba or Kafue Gorge, upper and lower, or Iteji, moves very slow because once it gets to the plains are flat, so water velocity for overland flow of water is reduced.
Hey, Nagon.
Kulina kwitu